Don't pull her. Just keep your hand in the handle. Yeah. So you get that sit.
Yes.
Now do okay and reward her off of it.
Okay.
So here's where I'm going to start teaching you that okay, right? So okay, remember it means like, okay, you can stop what you're doing and come to me to get your reward. So end goal, like our finished behavior, is like grandma's coming up the driveway, there's turtles crawling through the yard, there's a million frogs she could be eating, and you say place, and she jets there and holds it until you say otherwise, right? So like I would just like you can use your touch or whatever to get her up there and then get that sit, but then the only time for right now that I would reward is okay, and then I'd start stepping away and she's got to catch up with me to get the treat. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. And this is just me. I don't stop moving. So like I'll say okay, and then hey, you just gotta catch up. Like you gotta go, because then it's like 2 rewards. It's like, yeah, you get the food, but you also get the opportunity to chase the food. So try that. Like whenever you do that, okay, like don't stop moving. Be like, yeah, you know,
I don't have any more.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay.
There you go. So now, do me a favor. All I want you to do is like, you're gonna get her up there and you're gonna get that sit. And then I just want you to take just a half step back, like literally just your foot goes back and then say, okay. So what I want her to do is I want her to hold it and not move just because you moved.
Okay. Okay.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Good girl,
Okay.
Rosie.
So one thing I'm gonna have you try. I want you to take this, stick your hand through it, and just let it hang. Okay? Keep the treats in that hand. Now I want you to get her up there with that empty hand, like you're gonna use your touch to get her up there. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll go from there. Now get that sit.
Sit.
Now, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yay.
Yeah. So just like everything else we taught, that's that first way of not having to have a treat on her nose to get her up there, right? We're getting her there with our empty hand, and then, yeah. Now let's say I leave out of here and she's not doing this great. Like she gets up there, but she's standing and she won't sit, or maybe she hops right off or whatever. If she's giving me a lot of problems, I want to end it on a good note. I want to end it on the best possible note, like work on it until I get a good sit or whatever, and it looks good and I'm able to reward her. But one other word I'll use is free, which means like, okay, you can come off there, there's just no reward involved. So use that one very sparingly at first. Like I use it a lot with my dogs, but like my dogs know, like this dude's liable to say free and then immediately ask me to do something else. So like, you know, right now, use that very sparingly, but let's say I leave out of here and you do 10 and she's great, she holds it, you walk away, you don't even have to hold the leash, she's doing great. And then you get her up there and then she's like just standing and looking at you, or maybe she's just like one paw and it's like for 10 minutes and she just won't go nowhere or whatever. Then I might finally get one and just like free, you know, and just no reward, you know. So yeah. Try that again, and this time I want to have you take a big leap of faith with her, okay? So I want you to get her up there, get that sit. Now I want you to drop the leash. Don't move, just drop the leash. And then if she holds it after you drop that leash, then okay, and walk away.
Sit.
Now,
Yes.
get that sit.
Sit. Sit.
Now drop the leash. Now, okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Good job. And that's where I would go from there. Is like I would start getting her up there, like the leash is so she don't check out. But she's already up there and she's already sitting. She's not checking out. She's doing good. So then I would have her do that. I would drop the leash and then I would start walking. Okay, can I do one step? Can I do 2 steps? She still hold it? Okay. And then that's how you get it to where you can get further and further away. And like, so grandma's coming and if you're using that thing, you tell her place, and she goes there and grandma's coming up the driveway and you say, hey grandma, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's obviously calm, obviously not super crazy. And then you just say, okay, and she can come say hi. And in this scenario, she would have a leash and be dragging it. So if she does start to get too wild, like grandma's like depends on how your grandma is. Like if, trying to think, like my grandma hates dogs. So like if like my dog's coming to her, she would be like, like this.
Yeah.
She would be like dancing around. So like I would, well, first I just wouldn't let it happen. But if it's already happening, then I would go ahead and get the leash and be like, hey, come here, buddy, sit and all that. I wouldn't just let it go on. Well, how you feel about that?
Good. You think she could do it without the leash?
What do you mean?
Like if I take it off of her?
Well, I wouldn't yet. I would just try just dropping the leash, getting her on there, like drop it right now. Just let her drag it. Now try.
Sit.
Now take 2 steps. 1, 2, now.
Okay.
Keep moving back. As soon as you say okay, you just keep moving back.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There's a truck over there. She's watching.
That would work. Oh, okay. That's why she didn't leave it. She said, no.
No thanks.
See, now she's getting up there on her own. That's just like that crate thing.